Hello. I prepared this recording for some people who ask as they were unable to join this presentation. I think the subject is critical and timely because we are in the era of artificial intelligence. The topic is artificial intelligence for scientists, a scoping review of the effectiveness of ethically assisted writing. Okay, my name is Valsen Rival. I am affiliated with the Institute of Environmental Rehabilitation and Conservation, ERICON, Tokyo. And also, I'm a visiting scholar at the Department of Agribusiness Management, Tokyo University of Agriculture. We started this presentation with this simple tool that everyone who is watching this will know, but it's very useful. If I ask you if when we multiply 20,000 by 2.777, what's the result? It is not very easy. It's not very easy to get the result right away. However, if we use this simple tool, in a couple of seconds, we can get the result. By the way, if we use this one, we can get even greater results. This is why if you go to an exam, such as official exam or contest competition, with this new calculator, they may not let you use it because you can just put your equation and you get the calculation done, or you just put the function and you get the curves. Okay, so they may not let you use it, depend on the type of evaluation. When we see those two photos, the first one, photo number 3, we can see two guys trying to cut a tree using old tool. And photo number 4, we have a guy who is using a more sophisticated tool to cut the tree. So they are doing the same job. But if I ask you where is someone cheating? So can we say that the guys from photo 3 or the guy from photo 4, which one is cheating? Many people answered nobody is cheating because they have a goal. One of them just use more sophisticated tool, most probably. He will spend less energy physically and maybe get his results very fast. Okay, and we can say in one word is it will be more effective. Okay, it will be more effective, but this is not about cheating. Okay, I guess that many people are familiar with this movie. This guy is a CEO in the movie, and he make a declaration that many people, so many people discuss about it. He said there are 3 ways to make a living in this business. There are 3 ways to make a living in this business. Be first, be smarter, or cheat. Okay, this is from the movie Margin Call. If you haven't yet seen the movie, I put those link here for you, or you can just type Margin Call. You can get some information, some review of the movie, or maybe the complete video of the movie by following this link. 3 ways: be first, be smarter, or cheat. Today, this presentation is about ethics and scientific writing. It means we can say from the beginning we are not allowed to cheat. We cannot cheat. So now we have 2 options left: be first or be smarter. Okay. In scientific writing, some scientists face the linguistic barrier because we we agree that English is the language of science. Okay, we didn't decide it, but we accept it, and it's mean people who master English, they have a certain advantage. Okay, when they want to express their ideas, not necessarily the quality of the findings, but the way to write it or to deliver the information. You may be a good scientist, you have good results while not speaking English. Okay, but if you want to publish your findings through a journal where English is used, there are some more effort to do. So two scientists, one can speak English, one cannot, and if they have the same quality of results, so the one who can speak English is more likely to have a greater impact. So it means that those people, for some reason, they might be first. They might be first. So if English is not your first language, I could say you have one option left. So you cannot cheat, and you are not necessarily first if you base on this condition. So you have one more option. You can be smarter. Okay. What is the main objective of science? The main objective of science is to improve human conditions. Okay. So if you can reach that goal, it means you are okay. You are doing what science is made for. However, in science, like in sports, there are some rules. Okay, you can achieve the goal, but it should be done ethically. That's why this topic is all about how we can use AI to support our scientific objectives without compromising integrity. Okay, in other words, how to be smarter. So we would like to help scientists whose English is not the first language. So those who are not necessarily the first in terms of language, to encourage them to use AI tools to enhance the quality of the publication while ensuring integrity and originality of the manuscript. And at the end, we will provide some practical and ethical guidance for AI-assisted writing. In other words, how to be smarter, because we can't cheat and we seem not to be the first based on these conditions. Why is that important? This is important. The first thing is because it's helped reduce some inequalities. There is language barrier. There are some excellent scientists, but they are facing language barrier when it comes to write or to make some presentations. Most of the conferences, academic conferences, are in English. So even though you may have some high quality results, that may be some limitation. Okay, and access to some great journal as well. Sometimes you see the manuscript, but they maybe the machine they are using just check the quality of the writing. Okay, if the structure is not appropriate, so they do not judge the high quality of your results. They may reject your paper just because of the way it's written, right? And if that happens, that may limit the ability or the capacity of the author to make an impact, to get your work being read by other scientists, or another way, being able to contribute to improve human condition. There are two more questions. Those two questions are how to do it ethically. Okay, when you use the AI to improve the readability of your paper, how to do it ethically. And another thing is what to keep in mind. Okay? What to keep in mind. You need to keep something in mind. And to do so, to answer the question, we conducted a scoping review. The scoping review is one of the four most common comprehensive review. So you can conduct a literature review, a scoping review, a systematic review, meta-analysis, and this work can be published as a comprehensive review. How to do this? There are many papers out there explaining how to do a scoping review in this case, but I suggest this one, which is really short and give a clear explanation. It's a publication from Mark and Thomas, so they give a clear path on how to make a scoping review. They also provide some suggestions about additional tools to be used, like EndNote Confidence, Ryan in Vivo, mostly used in social science. Okay. So once we do that, let's see some of the results we found. And the first thing we will be consider is the preponderance of human intelligence. This is the first thing to keep in mind. We should remember that AI doesn't create itself the information. As mostly suggested, AI is only as smart as the data we feed it. Okay, so always keep in mind that what the AI is giving you is from someone. So be sure to get the reference to avoid the risk of plagiarism. Next thing to keep in mind, there are some acceptable uses of AI in scientific writing, which means there are also some non-acceptable uses of it. So for a good start, we need to consider the AI as language assistant, mainly, or maybe assistant for data analysis, not a research creator. Don't just give a title to some AI tools and just copy everything that they generate. So a proper process with you write yourself your text or your paper, maybe a phrase, a paragraph, one page, you write yourself. Then you ask AI, suggest some improvement. If you are not really confident about what you wrote, ask for some improvement. And then don't stay there. You need to compare what the AI provides and what you've wrote in order to learn. You can learn from some vocabulary and also the structure. You can learn from it. And if you do that, that will help you to improve your language skill and ensuring that your ideas remain your own. Even though you start writing with your native language, after you translate it, this is better to preserve the originality of your ideas. Okay? And then you will also improve your skill. So this is a quick graphic from the data we collected through the scoping review. On the left here we have some positive frequency. We found that the use of AI can help improving writing, can also help with ideas. You can brainstorm with some AI tools, which is okay. It also helps with grammar, clarity, efficiency, etc. On the right, we have some negative frequencies, such as use of AI may affect ethics. Okay, that may lead to over-reliance, rely too much on AI tools, plagiarism, integrity, creativity. So once on the left, you can see your productivity may increase a little bit, but it may also affect your creativity, if you don't use it responsibly. Okay, if you don't use it in an ethical way. As guidelines for authors, the Committee of Publication Ethics (COP) provide guidelines for authors, and many journals houses they comply with the COPE guidelines. So if you follow this link, or you just type COPE, you will find a lot of information, and some of information also are related to the use of AI in scientific writing. So if you use AI, there is a certain way to report it, and each journal they provide some guidelines on how to report it, and to what extent you can use it, what you can do with it, etc. Okay. So in conclusion, I will show this, which is the evidence that there's no problem to use it. There's no problem to use it. So the scientific community understand and is more and more open to the use of AI. But the thing is how you use it. Okay. So here is from Science Direct. You can just type your research question. They are not necessarily gonna generate the research for you, but they give you some ideas. So this is for brainstorming with the AI. Okay, you can exchange ideas. This is a more interactive way, and this is a good way to use it. As final perspective and reflection, while I was conducting this research, I found that they have started with some AI-free certification, mainly in arts. And that led me to think that in the future, we may have some AI-free certification for paper publication as well. Remember, in the past, if you wanted to become a professor or assistant professor, they require the number of publication as one of the main criteria. And then they keep asking not just number of publication, but number of publication in some particular journal. Okay, impact factor, those things like that. And then they may ask you about number of citation you have. So it's become tight, more and more tight. So in the future, to find a different way to evaluate, they may ask you for number of AI-free papers you have. Okay, and don't remember there are some AI detector tools as well. There's still a question about how good, effective they are, but they also exist. Those who create AI also create some AI tool to detect AI. So if journal evaluate your paper, they may be able to see the percentage. So this is one tool I used to detect percentage of AI from documents, and we can see that show AI writing identifies 6%. This text is likely fully human written. Okay, this is an acceptable percentage, lower than 17 or 20%, depending on what the journal decide. It's okay, acceptable, because even though it's natural, there may be something that match existing documents. Okay, so this is a part of reference I use in this presentation. But one thing I want you to keep in mind is that if we let AI do our job, we are making it easy for it to take over our jobs. Okay, so while we are using AI, try to learn at the same time, because in the future, as we just said, they may evaluate differently, not basing only on what you wrote, but more people will be willing to interview, listen from you directly, so you deliver what you understand. You share your ideas instead of staying in your room and write something and send. So they will want you to come in person and speak in person and exchange idea, answer some question when you don't really have time to check or even to brainstorm with some AI tool. New ways of evaluation will arise, so be ready for that. So that's why it's important to improve yourself as well while you are increasing your productivity with AI. So, in short, let's say be smart. Be smarter because this is the only option you have if you want to succeed in this business. And if English is not your first language, you only have this option. Be smarter. Thank you so much.